I'll see if I can get a video of said move, of course, against Gambit.
Yeah, should we double check?
Yeah.
Hello, very good afternoon. Welcome to Allianz Stadium, where England have made it 3 wins out of 3 in the Guinness Men's Six Nations. A bonus point win over Italy means they will head into the final weekend with a chance to win the title. We're going to speak to 3 players here on O2 Inside Line Live. My name is Nathan Middleton, joined by the former England winger Anthony Watson. Anthony, that was a good day's work from England. Some emphatic tries, a bonus point win. Not much better they could ask for.
No, definitely. I think, when you start off the day, you look at what the outcome would have been that they desired, and it would have been a bonus point win, and they've done that, so the lads will be buzzing. I thought their attack looked brilliant in phases today, and there's been a lot of criticism over the lads and their attack, so I'm glad that they were able to prove a few people wrong and get it over the line.
Let's get one of the players in. We've got Jack van Poortvliet to start off with. Jack, can you come? Anthony, if you move along, I'm going to say hello to players. Jack, welcome to O2 Inside Line Live. Back in an England shirt today, but let's talk about the performance. People have, I guess, been kind of wanting England to get a bit more expansive and score some tries. You really kind of put that out there today.
Yeah, I came in last week, and the review after Scotland was that we didn't really fire a shot as much as we wanted to, and we wanted to be more aggressive with the ball in hand, and there's so much attacking talent in this team, forwards and back, so we want to put it to good use, and the boys definitely did that today.
Now talk to me, Jack. It's been a long time since I've played out here, but mate, that looked like a tough game. I know your lungs must have been feeling it after 20 out there.
Well, yeah, I got on and I was looking around, and boys were goosed. Boys were proper goosed. We just wanted to keep the tempo high. I think there was a moment there where we sort of got caught in the middle of the pitch a little bit, so just finding that territory again, and then when we got quick ball, trying to come alive again. But boys were pretty goose. I certainly was. It was good fun being out there.
Were you trying to fire up the lads with energy when you come on and getting nothing back?
Yeah, literally. I was trying to give them a bit, and there was some tired faces out there, that's for sure.
The conditions really allowed for the run in rugby today, though. Kind of like it feels like a spring, almost summer's day here today. When you got up and when you came out, were you like, yeah, we can do something here today on this pitch? Yeah, we were just really excited. It was a hell of a day for it to play with ball in hand, and boys showed it today. I think there's the ability to play well with ball in hand, whether it's like this or not. But this definitely encouraged us to give it a go today, and it paid off.
Now, obviously, 5 out of the 7 starters in the back line were from Saints. Do you think that fluidity and getting to know the lads, does that help?
I think those combinations probably would help. I think, they're brilliant players, and they've got such attacking mindset, and it's great to play with and get that insight, even though they are from Saints, which we've got to look past here. We've got to look past that here. But no, it's great fun, and they're a great bunch of lads, and I enjoyed being out there with them.
Jack, just talk about, I guess, your journey this past year with kind of the injury, the England A game, now back in the setup and back here at Allianz Stadium. Kind of what's it been like the past few months, and then also today to be back out here featuring in the Six Nations?
Yeah, it's been obviously been a weird time. Obviously since the World Cup, really. Sort of took a long time to get back from that injury, and then sort of been in and out of the squads, and then felt like I had a good run, and then getting that injury just before the Six Nations. So, but that's the life of rugby. That's what every player has to go through. Everyone gets injuries, and the timing's never perfect. So I've just been working hard to just try and get myself in my best position possible. And then Steve let me play that A game, and I loved that week. That was great for me to get some minutes and some running back under my belt. And to come back in, I'm loving it, mate. There's no better feeling than playing for your country. So I'm loving being back in involved.
Was there a last minute request kind of when you were named this week? Have you got friends and family here? Kind of you were scrambling around for tickets, or what was that like today?
Yeah, no, I got a few here. Good stint of people from Norfolk back home coming out.
Oh God. The Norfolk lot.
Yeah, you know them well.
Is there a story there you can enlighten us? No. Okay.
I'll try and force Dens to come down to Norfolk a bit, but yeah.
It's too far outside of London, it's not happening, mate. So on to next week, mate. Obviously going down to the Principality. You've played there before. How excited are you to potentially go down there and play?
Yeah, no, like, obviously, fingers crossed for playing again, but I'm so excited. I think there's not many better places. I mean, you know firsthand, there's not many better places to play rugby, and they're going to be chomping at the bit after their form recently and things. They're going to be wanting, and they'd want no bigger win for them than beating us at home. So we know what to expect, and yeah, we'll be ready for it and excited to go and give them a good shot.
Short turnaround. Any beers in the change room now, or are you straight on the protein shakes?
I doubt it. We're shutting straight back to Penny Hill, and we're. I think we got a walkthrough or something tomorrow, so yeah.
He's lying.
No beers.
He's lying.
No beers. We'll save that. We'll save that for Cardiff.
Just a final one. England are going into this final weekend with a chance to win the championship. I know results have to go your way elsewhere, but this is in terms of a team that kind of maybe was slightly criticised in the autumn to go into a final week of the Six Nations. You're in with a shot. There's not kind of much you can ask for, really, is there?
Obviously, I mean, yeah, of course. Like, we set out at the start of any campaign looking to win, and we've kind of given ourselves a shot. But for us, we can't think about what other results will be and stuff. We've got to focus on ourselves, make sure we prep right. It's a short turnaround, so do the right prep and everything we need to get right. And yeah, we'll rip in straight back into some sort of training tomorrow. So we'll rip in and look forward to the challenge.
We'll let you go and have a protein shake and recovery, not a beer, of course.
Right,
Jack, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much. We're still waiting for a couple of players here on O2 Inside Line live. They're down with their families, and we've actually got Tommy Freeman just coming in. And I was going to ask you more about the game, but we've got Tommy Freeman just behind you, so we're going to bring him in straight in. The try scorer, Northampton Saints, Tommy Freeman, coming to join you on O2 Inside Line. Come in the middle here, Tommy. Thank you for joining us here. A good day for England Rugby, a good day for you. That kind of, in terms of putting up a performance, you guys really stepped up today.
Yeah, we said we wanted to move the ball. We moved it well. Lucky enough to get another try, which is good. But no, there's loads to work on still. I think the way we played, we kind of pushed the ball to the edges. Probably sometimes not on, but we gave it a crack, and the results came off the back of it.
I've got a question for you, mate. As a winger, how happy were you this morning when you woke up and you saw the weather like this?
Oh, it's just different level. Honestly, when it's cloudy and rainy, the last thing you want to do is go contestable hell on them. But no, it's awesome. Dry weather and in the sun is perfect conditions for us wingers.
I'm going to ask you to talk through your try here, Tom. We've got it for you. If you can just watch it on the screen. What was this pre-planned? Was this called in the moment, or talk us through it?
Yeah, I'm blowing, I think.
No doubt.
No, but I think Elliot's played with his head up. He's found a bit of space. It was Elliot that put that kick in.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
No, it could have either gone down the hands, but he found a bit of backfield space, and yeah, I was just back the wheels to get on the end of it.
That was the celebration, mate. I was expecting a little something from you. I know you Saints boys were a bit.
I just needed to get up and get back as quick as possible.
In terms of the backline today, the Saints connection, a lot of talk in the week. How was it out there?
Yeah, it's good. I think there's still loads to get after. I think obviously Test rugby is a different level. We kind of want to get the ball to the edges as much as possible, and we forced that. But yeah, like 2 tries came from the edge, so it was good to see that. But no, it's always nice to play alongside your mates and those who you play week in, week out with at club as well. But no, we'll look to keep stepping forward and go from there.
Did you feel more comfortable, do you reckon, with those guys in there? Did it make a decent sized difference, or? Yeah,
a little bit. I think defensively with Dingers in there, you kind of know what you're getting with him. He's very safe. He moves well, and yeah, look, I think it gives you the more confidence on the edge as well, and picking up those cues with people inside you and the likes of Finn at 10 as well. I think it only bodes well for us wingers.
Yeah, we spoke after the last game against the Scotland game about, potentially having a few numbers outside you on the edge and having to defend. So you found that a little bit easier today, was it?
Yeah, exactly. I think we've definitely been going after it, grabbing more width. I think the forwards worked exceptionally hard today as well. Pulling width for us wingers, I think the more we're in space, the better. Yeah, the wider we can get, they kind of force them back in is our main. We don't want to make tackles at the end of the day. We want to force
I'm glad you said it, brother.
And yeah, if we can force them back inside and not make any, that would be brilliant. But yeah, we know we've got to make some, but it makes it a lot easier with those guys, for sure.
And just going into a final week, we just asked Jack there. Obviously, here at Allianz in the autumn, things didn't go as well as you'd hope. Really close games, but going into a final week with the Six Nations title on the line, that must be a great feeling for the whole squad.
Yeah, exactly. I think obviously we've come a long way from those games. I think obviously the France game we won by a point, and those autumn games we lost by a point. So we're getting on the right side of the score line, which makes a massive difference with momentum. And yeah, it's awesome. And yeah, we'll just want to keep taking strides forward and set ourselves up nicely for next week.
Thank you very much. We're going to let you go. Thank you very much, Tommy, for joining us here on O2 Inside Line. From one Saint to another, we've got Fraser Dingwall for you next.
What's up, my man?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright, thank you. How you doing?
Fraser, welcome to O2 Inside Line Live. Thank you very much for joining us. We've gone from one Saint to another.
Yeah.
First question, how was it with kind of 5 of you out there in that back line? Did it feel very normal, from Franklin's Gardens to Allianz Stadium?
Yeah, it's quite cool. I think almost a bit surreal actually in the change room, just to look to either side of me and see so many of the familiar faces. Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. I mean, we can try and connect with each other on the pitch, but ultimately we're really good mates. So it's been a cool day.
I think your nickname's the M1, is that right? Do you want to explain to everyone why that's your nickname?
This is the thing, people think this is a nickname. I think Freeman just made a gag in a TNT thing once, and then it's kind of stuck. The M1, he said, was 2 hard shoulders, but it'll be a massive compliment if so.
And how are those shoulders feeling today?
Yeah,
I'm smoking to people out there.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty sore now, but yeah, I just got a slice at the end and it's right at the top of my skull, and I keep getting cut. So I rushed off for about 5 minutes, came back out, they changed my shirt, strapped up my head, and I just sat on the bench for a minute.
All that to have a flipping tape round your head, that's a nightmare.
I came out and I was like, as soon as I knew I was going to go back, and I was like, get this off me.
You don't want that, brother, you don't want that.
Yeah.
In terms of a backline, people have kind of almost wanted England to get maybe a bit more expansive, and we seem to see that out there today. Did it kind of feel like, because of the conditions, because of, I guess, maybe some of the connections, you're able to do that?
Yeah, I think there's those elements as well, but I largely think it just came down to intent. I think we just had a real intent in the week to get set to run and then just make good decisions, and like it doesn't have to be moving the ball to the width the whole time. It's just finding where the space is, and that can be passing to dent them through the middle. And ultimately, I think we just made a massive stride in getting set to run and having people behind the ball so we could go and attack.
And how did you feel, mate? Obviously, this is your first appearance in the Six Nations this year, and we spoke a couple of weeks ago, a bit frustrated in not being involved. How good was it to be back out there playing in front of these fans?
Yeah, it's unreal, to be honest. I think like last year was amazing, so because I kind of fulfilled my dream and I always wanted to do it. And then it's funny when you don't do it, you just want it again. And this whole year building up to this point, I feel like I've kind of been moving towards it. And yeah, as you said, I've been frustrated that it hasn't necessarily come as quickly as I wanted. So I just went out today with a real attitude of like not wanting to walk away thinking what if, accepting that it could be necessary to last for a while, and just trying to seize the moment a little bit, try and take opportunities when they were there, and just throw everything at it.
Well, some comparisons have been made this week between you and Rodri from Man City, mate, as a glue guy. So how do you feel about that? You take that one?
Yeah, well, the boys have jumped on that very quickly. I think that was Mitch's interview, wasn't it? So I think I've had Rodders a few times now. So yeah, I'm not sure that one's going to stick. Yeah, I mean, what a player to be compared to. So yeah, I think this glue term has been kind of chucked about, and ultimately, what I want is everyone in that backline to function really well and to play really well. And so we've got some unbelievable players, and ultimately we just want to bring out the best in them. So if I can play a part in that, that's kind of what I see my role as doing.
I've got to mention Jamie George. Anthony had a quick hello to the main man. What's it been like this week as someone who's such a massive part of the squad in terms of the energy, the socialising? Kind of what is he like as, I guess, take us into camp, and kind of what it's like being around Jamie George?
Oh, I think what you see from Jamie is exactly what you get behind closed doors, and I think Tony would back me up on this, is that he's just such a great bloke, first of all, and I think he's always got the boys' back, he's always got your back if you need him. And then on top of that, he's an unbelievable player, and then he's achieved so much. And so to celebrate him today with a good performance, and then I'm sure we'll kick on later as well, it's very much deserved. And I think you've seen that from all the messages, all the content that you've seen with tributes to him, shows how much of an effect he's had on people.
Now we're nearing the end of the Six Nations now. I heard there's some debates as to who's the social sect now. I'm just thinking of the end of tournament social after Wales. Who's leading that then?
This is the thing, I'm not really sure who actually is, because we haven't had anything this year so far. So that's been a big debate within the squad. I think last year we actually had a fair bit. We had the talent show. Jerome, definitely not. No. We had
Rodri doesn't do that, does he?
Last year we actually had a fair bit, and then this year I don't think we've had anything. So yeah, Roger, that's got to stop, I think.
I like it, mate.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call you dingers anymore. It's Rodri, bro.
So who knows? Maybe James is going to take the lead. Maybe he is because it's his. I'm sure we'll have a good celebration for him tonight.
Lovely stuff, Fraser. We're going to let you go, friends and family. Thank you very much for joining us. Really appreciate that. Final question here for Anthony on O2. There's a real kind of smile from those players in. They look like they've really enjoyed their rugby today, and obviously that's going to happen with the bonus point. But they feel like they let loose this afternoon and kind of really put a bit of stamp on this competition.
100%. I think like I said to Freeman, when the weather's like it is, you just want to entertain and you want to play a beautiful brand of rugby. I think the guys would have heard all the vitriol around how they played and. Over the last couple of weeks, and a bit of frustration around that, and I think they would have wanted to prove a few people wrong that they can play a certain type of way, and we saw that today. I thought it was heads up rugby. Fremo's try, Elliott seeing the space back there, putting the ball through. I just thought it was really impressive from England, and Italy are a brilliant side as well now. We know that, so for them to put as many points on Italy as they did today shows that they're on the right trajectory, and I think we can expect more from this England team, like they've all said themselves. The attack's going to keep growing, and they're going to keep improving as a team. So yeah, the only way is up for these lads. We had hoped to bring you Jamie George. He's currently with the TV broadcaster, but we just asked Fraser there, and some really nice words about Jamie. Final, I guess, one for you. Talk to us about the person that he is in camp, maybe the stuff that people don't see behind kind of the lens, and what he's on the pitch. Kind of as a player and a person, what is Jamie George like? Well, to be honest with you, I think you would struggle to find anyone who have a bad word to say about Jamie, and that's across fans, players, teammates, coaches, and that shows you how good a bloke he is. Like, honestly, he'll be the first guy coming up to the young guys in camp, making sure they've got everything they need, that they're all good, and likewise with the guys who have been there throughout the whole, throughout their whole careers. He'll always, be that guy that you can go to if you've got any problems, and he's a selfless individual, and he really cares about this team, and you can see that with how he's gone about his business since, unfortunately losing the captaincy. I think that says everything you need to know about him as a player and as a bloke. He's an unbelievable individual. I actually don't have the words to summarise how good a bloke he is. He's that good, but it's been a pleasure for me to have played with him at some points in my career, and no one deserves 100 caps more than this guy right here. Jamie George is going to run through. Anthony's going to try and gab him. He's going to try and grab him. We've got 2 minutes for me, maybe? No?
It's all good, baby.
Well, there you go. We tried to get him for you here on O2 Inside Line Live. We'll leave the final words to the main man, Jamie George. Anthony Watson, thank you very much for joining me on O2 Inside Line Live, which is back tomorrow night. Danny Kerr with a couple of players in camp at Penny Hill Park. Make sure you tune in to England Rugby's social channels, YouTube, Facebook and Instagram to watch Danny and a couple of players. Building up, of course, to a huge final week in the Guinness Men's Six Nations. England with a shot of winning the title this year. Make sure you're following, of course, England Rugby socials for all the very best build-up across the week. And in relation to Cardiff, we're going to leave you with a little teaser to get you in the mood. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.